Hi, it's Debbie with KIPP'S Korner. Welcome and welcome to Hip Hip Hooray. Let's hop to goal 1K. Our goal with this hop, by the way, that is made up of a bunch of awesome crafters and artists and just a wonderful array of things that you'll be seeing in the hop. Our goal is to get Michelle with Your Crafting Source to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So please subscribe to Michelle after watching all of these videos. A lot of these will be live videos. This particular one is pre-recorded, and I have a really good reason for that. But it'll be a mix of lives and recorded. And in my description box below, you'll see all the time slots and links to all of the videos, and get you to their channels too, which you should also subscribe to while you're there. So let's get started. What I'm going to do today is just not a whole lot of talking in this. I've got a 15-minute time slot, and what I've done is put together a video that I'll show in just a moment, where I fast forward, but I'm showing you the steps that I took to make this using primarily products that I purchased from Michelle at Your Crafting Source. And as a bonus, this is a 4-inch by 4-inch little wall hanging. This will be available as one of the giveaway items at the end of the hop. So be sure and watch the very last video, which will be, I believe, on Michelle's channel, Your Crafting Source, and she'll be talking about the giveaways there. Okay, so before I sort of backtrack and show you this, I'm going to just give you a quick rundown of the items that I had gotten from Michelle's shop, and then just the other things that I used. I may not have gotten them from Michelle, but she has them, and I think there are only 2 things I used in this whole making of all of this, other than, like the wood, that are not available on Michelle's shop. So quickly, from the bottom up, this is a wood base that I already had. I started with paper texture paste. So this is available in Michelle's shop. It's from Finnabar, from its Art Extravagance paper texture paste. Okay. Next up was a layer of white gesso. I just already had some white gesso on hand, but Michelle does sell white gesso. So white gesso next. Next layer is liquid acrylic, again by Finnabar Art Alchemy. Umber is the color that I used. Okay. One of the items that I use that Michelle does not currently carry, that doesn't mean she won't, but she doesn't currently, is just a standard acrylic. This is just a regular run-of-the-mill acrylic paint in raw umber. I needed something just a tiny bit thicker than the liquid acrylic, and so I just combined those 2 together. Let's see. Then coming up from the top, there is a layer of encaustic wax. Michelle does not sell encaustic wax, but she does sell beeswax pellets, and that would work the same way. So that the top of this here is a layer of encaustic wax. It's kind of it's a thing that I've started playing with, and so I wanted to incorporate into this so that I could play some more. Then there's some fabric pieces. This metal piece is also from Michelle's shop, and it's Tim Holtz Ideology factory tags. And you can tell some of them are missing. I don't think I've used all of those, but I think some of them fell out. But anyway, that's the package, factory tags. Next up, the other tag down here at the bottom is from Michelle's shop, and it is, again, from Finnabar. This is the Mechanicals Rusty Labels. So I didn't have to do any work to this. This is exactly as I pulled it out of the package. But then this one, I put a layer of black gesso on top. Again, I had black gesso. Michelle does carry black gesso. And then on top of that, there is a layer of Gilder's Wax Paste in copper, which is a beautiful copper color. Michelle is carrying this in her shop, so be sure and check that out. On top of the wood pieces, the little glass vial here, and the 2 wood pieces, I put a coat of glossy accents. Michelle does carry glossy accents in her shop, and I just did that I wanted to give it that sheen, but I also wanted to give it just an extra layer of protection. The vial is from my supply. The fabric in the back is from my supply. This little piece here is from packaging. It's that, you know, that stuff that comes in packaging from something that I had received. And then I glued everything on using heavy body gel from Finnabar again, also that I purchased in Michele's shop. Then at the very, very end, after I sort of buffed the wax and it's all done and dry, I did use, Michele does not currently carry, but I just wanted just to let you know, around the edge, just to give it that pop and to edge it all, I did use Pan Pastel in black. This is an oil pastel, and after you've waxed, it just works really nicely. So I did use some of that. But other than the Pan Pastel and the raw umber acrylic paint, everything else, and stuff, you know, like this that was already in my stash, everything else I used was from Michele's shop. And this is just a wood base. I've got my label on the back. I put it on sideways, but that's okay. It works because you can just flip it this way. You can see it. So when you, if you're the lucky winner here, you will know who made it. So, okay. Now I'm going to just sit back and let you watch and listen to some music and see how this was all created. I'll be back. got to see all the different steps that I took to get here. I'll give you a close-up now. You can kind of see that encaustic wax there that you can achieve with beeswax. It's just not going to give you quite as shiny a surface, but you can buff it and it'll be just as gorgeous. And just give you a close-up here. It says, take your time. Here's the little vial. This is a watchmaker vial, by the way, that I just opened up and used as created a little vase out of it. Here's that tag that was silvery color, and I just changed it to the copper. There's the fabric underneath, a little bit of stitching there. There we go, a little bit of stitching. You can see the darker edges. You can see the texture in the background. I think it gives you a nice texture. And then there's just two different pieces of fabric back here. One that was rusted up, so you can see some of the patina coming through here. And another, this isn't just an old piece of Tim Holtz fabric. There's that paper that's on the side there. And there she is, just a little piece, 4" by 4". And again, real quick, I'll show you. I used paper texture paste from Finnabar. I used liquid acrylic, in umber. I used some glossy accents. I used some heavy body gel, again from Finnabar. The Gilder's waxed paste in copper. White gesso, black gesso, raw umber acrylic, a little bit of black pen pastels, just again around the edges. And then I've also got the mechanicals here, the rusty labels. And then these metal pieces, factory tags, and you can see they come to you in this, what is that, aged silver, aged nickel kind of look, and I've just changed the color of it. That's it. Thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget to check my description box below. You will see links to all of the people who are in this hop. Again, wonderful, fun stuff. Hopefully you'll see a lot of really cool products sort of in action. And by all means, subscribe to everybody on the list. And while you're here, you can subscribe to me. But most importantly, please go to Your Crafting Source and subscribe to Michele's channel. And be sure and check her out, yourcraftingsource.com. Thanks again. Bye-bye.